How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. NRL Fantasy Analysis here. We're going to be going through a couple of trades for our teams there, and then also our preview for the week, where I'll go through some of my picks as to what the scores are going to be in the games, how some of the fantasy players should go, and also maybe a couple of bets that might suit our squad. So we're going to start with the people squad, and here not too much to talk about. We have had the people speak, and they reckon that Tommy Trbojevic there is going to be our skipper for the week. He does come up against the Tigers, so I think that's what's getting people pretty excited. Obviously averaging 71 points, coming off a week rest. You'd expect him to come out firing for sure. My only issue with it is just the base stats. So if he happens to have a bit of a quiet one, then there's a chance he could get 30. But I suppose Fafita had a quiet one last week and got 45 there, so we can't really say too much more. Only other thing I'll say is I've brought him into my team this week, so that is my trade for the week. Which definitely means he's going to go bad. Just keep that in mind. But we've decided to hold trades this week, so we've still got 8, which a lot of people would say, well, why aren't you using them? You should use them. But the question was, do we trade out Moses this week? But the talk is that he could be back in the next 1 to 2 weeks anyway, so it'd be silly to trade him out this week and then he plays next week or even the week after. Round 21 to round 25, you still get 5 rounds out of him at worst there, because Arthur said he should be back in the next couple of weeks. So he's someone that's been averaging really, really good. Obviously 56, but improving even better for the games before that last one there. So before that average comes out, averaging in the 60s, I should say. So for him, I feel like it's probably not worth making that trade. And I think we're going to go all in to get Cleary either next week or the week after. So Nicho Hynes might lose his spot, or he might not. But even if not, we're going to be able to use sort of a couple $100K with a cash down from a Gamble or a Watson. Schuster, whatever you want to do there. We have 185 spare, so we can bank 300 and then upgrade a Nicho Hynes or someone, if there's an injury, whatever we need to do to get Cleary. So I think that's going to be really important. I don't think a lot of people will have him for the back end of the season. If we can get him back in and have him as that clear captaincy option, because he's averaging 97. If we can do that, then I think that's going to be really good for us. So if that's at least 2 trades, we're going to do a cash out all the way down to 228K to get Cleary back, which will be 6 left. I imagine there's going to be another injury or 2 over the next few weeks, so we'll be down to 4 pretty quickly, I'd imagine. With sort of 5 rounds to go is my sort of thoughts there. So, don't be too stressed if you're like, oh, why am I using all that trades? The question was this week, maybe we could upgrade Moses, or upgrade, we can trade him out, or a Watson or a Gamble or something like that to someone like Cam Murray. I think it's a pretty solid option. There was that option. There's also just to cash out this week. But I think there's no point, doing a cash out and then something happens and you're like, oh, that was a wasted trade. Like, there's a bunch of injuries come up and you've just wasted a trade or used it too early. So I feel like we can just do that all in one foul swoop. So that's that team there. Not too much else to talk about there. Moving on to my one, I had 330K in the bank or something like that. And I decided to trade out, RTS, which is cool. RTS has gone and he's in, Tommy Bruh. So 830K. I spent about 310 or something like that to trade out RTS and get Trbojevic. So shores up my back line much better now. Hynes, Trbojevic, Walsh. Still don't have much cover there. I do have Manu as the dual position now, which I'm saying is going to be really helpful. I do have Fogs out this week, so I've decided to hold him. I could straight swap into Reed Mane if I wanted to, with him being 685K over there on the right. But with 6 trades remaining after this one, I just feel like it's worth it just to hold off a little bit longer. It looks like Fogs might be back in the next week or 2. Very similar to Moses, probably a little bit of a better injury or lesser injury than what Moses is going through. So I think Fogs is worth holding on to. He's he's got 2 90s in his last sort of 4 scores. So someone like that is going to be a bit of a game breaker for me in my squad. So I'm going to hold on tight there. Only other place I feel like I can improve would be my halves position. Having a Hughes or a DCE over the next few weeks, or a Cleary would be ideal, but my team isn't as highly not rated, priced team value wise as the people squad. We're obviously not going as well at being 763 ranked, but I already have 3 cash outs in Taff, Verrills, and Suwali. So it means over the year I haven't made as much money with my players as what's happened in the people squad, because we only have 2 cash outs in the people squad, and we're still able to downgrade 1 more to be able to get a Cleary back whilst holding Hughes. I think I have better, front row and mids and edges. Just having Madison there, as well as Lolo, Crichton, Howard, and Nara. I think having those pricey guys is really helpful, and they're going to be guys that are going to have to stand out for me. I have a lot of guys around that 700k mark, whereas the people squad has a little bit better and should be able to get Cleary back, whereas I think I might struggle to do that. So that's probably the only real worry with this squad at the moment, is that I probably won't be able to get Cleary back, given the fact I have 31k remaining and I've already used 3 cash outs. So yeah, gonna be really tough, and I think I might just have to go with a DCE or something like that and play captaincy roulette for the rest of the year, which is probably not ideal, but I think it might be the only way to do it, given the fact I have 6 trades remaining. So that's that, guys. Let me know your thoughts on those 2 trades, the 2 teams there, and we're gonna go through a little bit of chat around each of these games coming up. Tonight being the Parramatta Eels and the Raiders. Here we go with me, New South Wales Cup for me water, but the Eels they're paying $1.20, so pretty comfortable in terms of who should be winning tonight. Eels miss out on Moses, Raiders miss out on White, and so fairly like for like. Jake Arthur's been playing really well anyway, so I won't be too worried about that. Sam Williams has done pretty well the last couple of weeks. They lose Savage as well, which is a bit of a pain for them. They are playing a lot better, but I can't see them beating the Eels. They're just playing too well at the moment. They've only lost, 4 games for the year. At $1.20, I think is probably pretty short, just with how, Raiders have been playing a little bit better, but I'll be expecting a Gutho try this week. We're going to go with it this time. All right. How's the points? 48.5. What are we going to call this game? We're going to call it a 30-18. So I'm going to go with 30-18. Let's roll with that and move on to the next one. Who else do we think will go well, guys? Dylan Brown's probably going to have to step up a little bit, but I'm still expecting somewhere in the 50s for him. Be nice to see this young fella play. Will Penasini. Reed Marnies, I think he's going to do great again. Papali, Madison, let's hope they keep going. Harrow and Ira, can he do it again? Probably not against other, who's it going to be up against? Papali? Yeah, I doubt he'll be able to do it. He might miss a few tackles too, so we'll see how that goes tonight, but it'll be a fun game to watch anyway, with Raiders playing a lot better. All right, Roosters and the Knights. So this is a game here where the Roosters are paying $1.25, and really they should be winning this one. Yes, Ponga's back, but they don't have Pearce. Clemmer's been ruled out as well with concussion. Looks like Ponga's going to play, which is great. And Roosters played decent last week, like better than they have been. But you can just tell they're under the pump. But having Victor Radley back, I think, is really helpful, and Teddy. So I think they'll be too good. Just Knights just haven't been good enough. They're getting smashed each week at the moment. So I'm probably predicting a similar scoreline. I'm thinking maybe like a 26-12, 14 kind of scoreline there, with the Roosters winning that one. Try scorers, surely Teddy gets back in the try scoring realm. I'm thinking Ikavalu as well on the Knights side. Who do we even think? Do we think a forward gets over? Do you think maybe Daniel Saifidi sneaks over? Let me know what you think. Or Frizz? No, is Frizz due? Can he get through Crichton though? That's going to be the question. Maybe not. Maybe I might just stick to Roosters try scorers in this one. And we'll slide on down the line to our next game, Cowboys and Storm. Oh my god. I don't even want to know. They're $1.03, guys. $1.03. I think the smartest play, if you're going to have a bet on this one, you'd want to get on Storm like first to 40, because that should happen very comfortably. What's that going to be priced at? But if you're going for, you'd be going for try scorers. I'd be thinking, guys back through the middle, like a Jerome Hughes would be ideal. And I think, where Cowboys definitely are a team that gets pumped through the middle, like a lot of try scorers through the middle. So I'd be expecting a Nelson try off the bench there, and maybe even a Kenny Bromwich on the left edge. So they're 3 guys I'd be looking at. Brandon Smith didn't get one last week, and I had a bet on him. They're the 4 that I'd be looking at. The other guys are just too, the prices are just way too low. Even Nico Hines is at 172. Pappenhausen's off the bench at $1.40. So yeah, a bit of fun on that one. Anyway, that would be great to watch for a Cowboys fan. Beautiful. There you go. Rabbitohs and Warriors. So $1.15 to the Rabbitohs. A lot of blowouts this week, it looks like, at this stage. But can they do it right? They don't have RTS. They're just not doing well enough, are they? They lose their big dogs in Harris. They lose Egan. So I think it's just going to be too much for them. For a Rabbitohs side that's full strength, basically. They've got Mansell back this week with who's out again? So Johnson being out, but that's all. Like the rest of the team's back. I think you can expect a big win. I'm thinking over 30, 30 plus as a win, or first to 30 if you want to pop that on. In terms of try scorers, just the prices are pretty shitty. You got Dane Gagai $1.90. I like. Campbell Graham's back. If you like him at $2, that'd be ideal. Or like a a Reynolds or a Murray at 330 or 340 I'd be looking at. But yeah, play as you wish. Thomas Burgess at $7.50 is also sneaky. But yeah, what do we say? 30 plus. Yeah, just go with 30 plus. So we'll go like a 40 to 10 on that one. Eagles and Tigers. How big is this one going to be too? This one here, $1.15 as well for the Eagles. And yes, Tigers come off a win, but it was against the Broncos, right? Eagles get their full complement of players back. I'm expecting Sabi to go nuts this week in fantasy, but also getting a try. But he's a dollar, like when you got $1.36, $1.40, $1.40 for Tommy, Ruben, and Saab, you're going to be looking at like doubles. So you'd be expecting maybe like a Garrick double or something like that. But in terms of decent prices, I'd be looking at someone like Olaquatu at 330 again, or Cherry at 263. I think is pretty solid. Other than that, yeah, not too much. Like a Sipley maybe or something like that. But if you wanted to go real long, at $6. But yeah, Eagles v Tigers, we're gonna say 40 to 10. I'm gonna go real long again on that one. Moving along to Panthers and the Broncos, it just keeps going. Yeah, what do you even say to this one? Yes, they're missing Cleary, so the game, it probably won't be as big a blowout as some people might think, right? But I'm still thinking they're gonna win by like 20 odd, surely. Like, do we think Broncos can score 2 tries? Maybe it's like a 34-10, maybe. I'm gonna go with that. If you pick all these guys 13 plus this week, you might have a decent little multi coming together. In terms of try scorers, I'd be thinking I think it's due. We're time for a Stephen Crichton try is my call, and then also a little Capewell try. They're the two. So go with that, guys. If you're having a play this week, and we get to a slightly closer game in the Dragons and the Titans. So we have the Titans slightly favoured ahead of the Dragons, who are missing a few players. They miss Williami, they miss Norman, Ford, and Farmasilis, and really the biggest one is Norman. Can they overcome that? And they bring in Jaden Sullivan, who is a great player, who's a good young player. So him and Ben Hunt should be fit and firing, ready to go. Dufty brings them a few points, which is good. They moved Jack Bird to the back row, which is cool. So in terms of this game, I actually expect it to be a lot closer than people are thinking. Titans just aren't doing what they need to be doing, unfortunately. So I'm expecting somewhere around 24 to 22. I think they can maybe just sneak up, but I wouldn't put it past the Dragons to actually win this one. I think their team's actually looking pretty solid. They don't really miss out on anyone. They get Maguire back. They got Sims there. Actually, stuff it. Let's go Dragons. 24-22 Dragons. And in terms of try scorers, it'd be interesting to see Ramsey in the 4 jersey, but I'm going with Matty Fagai to score a try, and also Dufty as your 2. So you'll get a decent price for those ones with $2 and who else did I say? Dufty, yeah, both $2. So chuck them in a multi with Dragons to win, and that'll be perfect. And good luck to Toby Sexton on the other side there in his debut match. And moving on to the Dog Sharks, and this one here is also going to be a bit of a bludger of a game, to be fair. Sharks haven't been playing that well, which is weird the last few weeks. They were doing really well and kind of have hit a little bit of a wall. So will we expect a bounce back? I'm also expecting a pretty close game here. So maybe the Dogs with the line could be an interesting one, because they played a lot better last week. You got the line at 10.5 for $1.90 there. So I might be tempted to pop that on. And then looking at a try, Connor Tracy missed out last week, so let's pop him in this week for this one. Go again. And anyone from the dog side, who would you pick? Do we go for I don't know, Corey Waddell? Nah. It's going to have to be. I reckon it's time for a meanie try. There you go. Little meanie try. Is that it? Is that the last game? That is our last game. So there you go, guys. That's the preview for the week. And our trades, this stage is still Tommy Brutt as captain for the People's Squad. Yeah, 5 votes, I think, and 2 votes for Fafita so far. So yeah, if you've got the next couple of hours to make your decisions on who is your captain. But if not, good luck with your week, guys. I hope it's a good one, and we'll catch you in the next one. Please like, subscribe. We'll go from there. See you, team.